Referrals are something that any agent loves because they know that it will most likely end up in a closed deal. But most agents think there's something only you earn after years in the business, needing a long list of past clients who have loved working with you before referrals start coming in. Now, but over the past 3 years, I've helped agents close over $450 million worth of real estate, and I've seen something that completely changed that idea. Ours, he literally only had a few deals under his belt, relatively new to the game, and he built a really strong referral network. Today, he gets people referring him clients with multi-million-dollar listings, and these referrals came from people who he hadn't even helped before. And he did it by being what I call an omnipresent agent through posting Instagram content. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how he did it and how you can build the same referral kind of network with even little experience with real estate and even Instagram content. But before I walk you through how all this works, let's talk about what a referral network is and why people actually refer agents. Because once you understand that, everything I'm about to show you makes complete sense. A referral network is extremely simple. It's just a group of people who recommended you to someone who, needs to know an agent, who needs someone. And the reason referrals are the best leads that you can get is because they come in warm. The person reached out already and has some level of built trust with you before you guys have even spoken, since someone has already, vouched for you. But why does someone refer an agent in the first place? Because they believe that agent is good at their job. That's the only reason. And normally the way that belief gets built is through actually helping someone close their home. Someone works with you, you get them the results, they trust you completely, and naturally their friend who needs an agent, they're going to send them your way. But here is the problem. That takes years. You cannot build a referral network when you're still early in the game and you don't have many past clients. So most agents just wait and grind through cold leads, Zillow open houses, hoping that they eventually, will get enough clients and have enough referral business in the future to just rely on, kind of like if almost you're investing. But think about your current Instagram, like your current Instagram following right now. Maybe it's 200 followers, maybe it's 2,000. How many of those people do you think have a friend or family or coworker who's thinking about buying or selling? The question isn't whether those people exist in your following, because they do. The question is, do they think of you when that conversation comes up? If not, you are sitting on a goldmine of potential clients. So let's talk about how to turn them into clients, being now an omnipresent agent. The agents who build referral networks fast, before they have a long list of clients, all have one thing in common. They've become what I call an omnipresent agent in their market. Think about Ryan Serhant, one of the most referred agents in the country. People refer him not only necessarily because he sold their house. A lot of people refer him because they've seen him on TV, on social media, in their feed consistently, and find a Serhant agent. He is omnipresent, meaning seen often by many. He is everywhere at once. And that omnipresence built a belief that this guy's the real deal. He knows what he's doing. In millions of people who have never even personally worked with him but know Serhant. And you don't even need a TV show like Ryan to do this. Because the same effect, that same belief can be built at the local level where you are at, but through Instagram content as that mechanism. When someone in your market watches one of your videos and they see it consistently pop up over time, even if they've never met you, never worked with you, and maybe even never even spoke with you in the Instagram DMs, they start building a belief about you. And when their friend says, hey, do you know a good agent? They think of you, not because you've helped them personally, but because your content made them believe that you are the go-to agent. That's what an omnipresent agent is. Think of it like this. Every view that your video gets is like planting a seed in someone's mind. Most of these seeds sit dormant for weeks, months, sometimes even longer. But at some point, someone they know will need an agent, and that seed grows into, oh, you should reach out to XYZ person that I follow. And most agents are completely missing this because they're only measuring content by Did this video get me a view? Did it get me DMs? Did it go viral? But content goes way beyond that. Aris understood this even at 1,500 followers. He started showing up consistently, and that consistency built a belief now that, again, will send referrals his way every single week. And you can become an omnipresent agent by just posting 3 types of content that build the kind of belief that makes someone want to refer you. All you need is 3, because altogether they replicate what past clients would already think. Does this agent know the market? Can they get results? And honestly, do I trust them as a person? So let's start off with the first type. Number 1 is market expert videos. This is presenting your education that you want to provide in a way that people want to watch. So what market expert content looks like is local market insights, neighborhood breakdowns, real data, honest takes that you have on the market. You know, what's the price? What does the rates, like what's actually happening? But it always can't be just you. It's like what Zach had right here is he used a proven, I guess what we call a visual hook. He used the format we call the formula, show and don't just tell. He used a good visual hook on the top of his screen of a proven online article. When someone asks their friend, you know, do you know a good agent? The first thing that friend thinks about is whether you know the market. Like, okay, will I trust this agent enough? Will I not be doxxed as a friend? If this experience ends up working out. If they've been watching your videos, you've consistently shown that you know what's happening in your area. And that question answers itself. Yeah, I follow this agent on Instagram and she knows this market inside and out. That's a referral. Now we have type 2, which is result-based videos. This content makes someone think this agent actually closes deals and gets outcomes for their clients. So what does result-based content look like? This can be client wins, specific Instagram stories, or even specific just stories about people that you've helped with real deals to get real outcomes. Buying, selling. Maybe if you're a new agent, have you just had someone say thank you for advice that you've given them? Testimonials, screenshots of texts, praises about you or a result, similar thing. Before and afters, so where a client was before or where they are now, or physical A to B transformations about a home. The reason someone refers an agent is that they believe that the agent can get results. When someone actually sees that you've helped a first-time buyer get into their first home or sold a home for $50,000 or $100,000 over asking, they think this agent will deliver a result. And obviously, maybe the referral person will be like, I will be now a better friend or a better connection to the person that I'm going to refer. There's always in it for someone else at the end. And when their friend needs help, they're not going to recommend someone who just posts market updates. They're going to recommend someone that they've actually seen get real results. This is the content that makes someone put their own reputation on the line and refer you. Now we have type 3, which is personality videos. This is content that, and this is the last one, this is truly what ties everything in together. Does your content make someone think that I like this person? Do I trust them? Do I feel comfortable sending someone that I know to them? Again, we're going to be using Zach because he's completely built what would be called a personal brand. No agent that I've hardly ever seen knows actually what it means to build a personal brand like Zach does on Instagram. What are your values? What do you stand for as an agent or in your personal life? What is your mission? Who do you serve and why do you do this? Your personal life. Showing you as a real person. What do you do on the weekend? Who do you help? Like, what do you like? Not just that you do real estate. Opinions about the market. Are you able to solve objections before they even come up on a call by posting an Instagram story about a past experience a client had? Or even just posting about it, just sitting outside like Zach. Even if someone believes that you know the market and get results, they're not going to refer you to their friend if they don't think that they'd actually like you as a person. This is the content that makes someone feel like they know you and trust you. That their friend would actually not just enjoy working with you. Anyone can post market updates. Anyone can share a client win. But the agents who actually get people compelled to them and recommended are the ones whose personality, values, mission come through consistently. Ask yourself this. If someone who follows you right now got asked by a friend, Do you know a good agent? Would they think of you? Genuinely. If someone who follows you right now was asked by a friend, do you know a good agent? Would they think of you? And more importantly, would they feel confident enough to actually recommend you? If that answer is not a clear yes, it's probably because they haven't seen enough of the 3 types of content. Why do you need all 3? Is because type 1 helps them understand that obviously you understand the market. Type 2 shows that you can get results. Type 3 shows that the person they're going to refer is actually going to like you as a person. Your content is replicating that same experience, building all 3 of these beliefs simultaneously in people who have never worked with you. And when all 3 are working together, that's when someone becomes the kind of follower who actively recommends you to people they know. And that's when you become an omnipresent agent in your market. And if you want help creating this type of content, like for yourself in your own market, you can click the link below this video. You can just book a quick little discovery call with me personally. I created what I call the Real Estate Content Academy. And again, I want to, again, if you want help with that, it's just like, if you just want like a little actual like one-on-one mentorship to actually scale and, start closing a few deals a month from content, delegating, making it like a main lead generation system. It'll just be like the first link in the description. But back to ours, like at 1,500 followers, he started showing up consistently with all 3 types of content. Local market insights, posting wins, like personal content about who he is and what he does. And what happened? The people in his following started building that belief that this agent knows the market, that this agent gets results, and is someone that I trust. And he's in an insanely competitive market. And it's even easier if you're not. This is one of the reasons that he is able to book multi-million-dollar buyer consultations every single week. A good amount of those coming in from people who are in his following, who got recommended by friends, family, and were ready to buy. People who never spoke to him but still referred him. And he ends up getting their listings to sell their home as well. It's not just the buyer end. And here's the thing that most agents miss is that content isn't something that just brings direct leads. All of this builds a referral compounding network. Someone who watches your videos for 3 weeks and never reaches out, but in 3 months later, their coworker mentions that they're looking to buy, and they're going to refer you. That referral comes in whether you posted that week or not. The more consistent you show up with all 3 types of this content, the more people get added to that silent referral network. And over time, like ours, that network becomes your most valuable lead source. Referrals don't have to wait until you've been in business for years, because even Zach, who I mentioned earlier, closed his first deal in 45 days after creating content in our academy, our content academy. Everything I've built is just direct around agents. That's the only people I even want to help. So that's why I have these agents become omnipresent. So when you're omnipresent in your market, you're building the right content, you get to build that referral network even faster at scale. Again, and if you want help, my help, personal help, building out this referral system, content system for you, your market, your network, just click the link below, the first link in the description. You can book a call with me personally. We'll map out exactly what it looks like to start using content as lead generation, build this out so you can kind of have this referral network, again, without years of experience. But I hope you guys have a blessed day. Again, what I want to go over is build that referral network. Start posting 3 types of content. And if you do it consistently, it's how I say one of my first mentors told me this, posting content overall, maybe if you never have. Posting content is simple, but it's not easy. And that's why I love helping agents, because I've been able to go through and I've personally solved things like inconsistency. I completely solved inconsistency for any one of my clients. And that's how we're able to average 20 to 60,000 views per video and start bringing in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 deals a month. So again, if you want to book that call, go for it. I'd love to talk to you.